All right, everyone, today I'm going to be taking you on a journey to see Newtown and Secret Beach. These are two areas that are very popular on Ambergris Caye for real estate investors and for people who are thinking about land banking. What I mean by land banking is when you own property, let it appreciate, and then sell it down the line. In addition to that, we're seeing a lot of people who are interested in buying land now, figuring out what they want to do with it later. Perhaps this is a retirement destination for them, or they're just looking for somewhere to park their investment funds. These are going to be two very, very different areas of Ambergris Caye. It is very hard to compare the two because it's not comparing apples to apples. It's more like apples to oranges. They each offer something so different and so unique. And so we're going to take you through to see what it looks like. Let's get going. We're about 4 miles north of the bridge, and Secret Beach is a very, very popular touristic destination, primarily because of the beautiful turquoise waters that you're able to wade right into. In addition to it being a very popular touristic destination, Secret Beach is a popular place for people who are looking to invest in Belize. In fact, it's probably one of the first places that people start looking as they're looking at their journey here in the country. And one of the big reasons for that is the affordability of lots. But sales here in the Secret Beach area started over a decade ago when there was no road access to this part of the island. Right now, we do have road access. We're able to get all the way to the waters. And so we're going to be seeing what Secret Beach is really about. Made it here to the beautiful beaches of Secret Beach. It's about a 2.5–3 mile ride after the cutoff to get to this beautiful destination. And on either side of me, on the stretches of the beach over here, you have bars and restaurants. This area does tend to close down around sunset. You may be able to see them behind me cleaning up the chairs. This is because this is a totally off-grid area. So all of the homes, all of the bars, all the restaurants that you're seeing are either run by solar or generator and have some sort of rainwater catchment system and cistern. All right, let's talk about the pros of owning property out here at Secret Beach. So number one is that you have this beautiful setting behind me. The water is shallow. You can wade out there. You have Blackador Caye, which is Leonardo DiCaprio's island right behind you. It is just a really, really beautiful setting here on the beachfront. The second reason that people are considering investing here in Secret Beach is because of the recent improvements that we're seeing in infrastructure. So as I mentioned to you, over 10 years ago, there was no access here. Over the last 10, 11 years, they've been slowly putting in roads, and now the first real mile has been paved. This has been done by the Belize Tourism Board. They also put in a beautiful entry and boulevard coming here to where I'm standing today. The third reason why we're seeing people are deciding to invest in Secret Beach is because it has an expat community here. We are starting to see more homes get constructed, more people planning to live out here full time or at least for a part of the year and deciding to call this area home. Something that you have to have, though, as a consideration if you are thinking from the investment perspective is that this area does have, like we said, about 3,500 lots with a few new subdivisions, larger subdivisions that are going to be coming onto the market soon. So if you're somebody who's thinking about investing, you want to think about a lot or a property that is going to be unique to this space here. We do see many similar type properties. So what that means is if you're looking for something that's different or some advantage, then what you'll want to be doing is talking to your realtor to see where within Secret Beach is unique or different or something that will put you ahead of the rest of the homes over here. In addition to that, if you're looking to relocate here, obviously you have to keep in mind that it is completely off-grid. That's a pro for some people. That is not necessarily a pro for others, but just something to change your mindset a little bit as you are looking at the properties out here at Secret Beach. If Secret Beach is a place where you would like to invest or own property, there are two opportunities on the market right now that I would absolutely recommend that you look at. The first one is 4 rows from the beachfront. The beautiful turquoise waters are only 4 rows away from you. And the second is in the popular Grand Belizean Estates. Grand Belizean Estates is one of the bigger neighborhoods here within Secret Beach, and it is a great value buy. Reach out to us and we'll get those details to you, and you'll find it in the description below. As we continued our journey up north, we decided to stop at this new location, also called Up North. It's open for the first time and we're really excited. We were just gonna poke our heads around and see what they were up to, but we decided to stay and enjoy some time here. So they have the driving range, they have axe throwing, they have some other yard games. This is a great place, especially for people who are looking for something different to do on the island. If you're coming down with some friends or you have children or you're just looking for a place to relax, this could be a really neat location for you. All right, we made it to the Newtown area. Newtown is a stretch of about 8 to 10 miles north, and this is an area that they are calling Newtown, as you guessed, because it is a new town that is up and coming here on the island. In fact, because San Pedro town has been getting quite congested, there's a lot of traffic, there are a lot of people living there, there's no real space to actually continue development. It made sense that the development continued in a northward direction. Within this Newtown area, there are a handful of different neighborhoods, and over the last couple of years, we have seen significant improvement here in the Newtown area. What I mean by that is there are roads going to hundreds of lots. There are electricity lines here, so owners do have electricity. And we've been hearing more and more about Newtown over the last, I'd say year and a half, because as people are searching for affordable options when it comes to real estate, there really aren't many here in San Pedro. So we're going to be driving through the Newtown area. You're going to see a subdivision called Heredia Subdivision. Heredia Subdivision is an area that locals are actually given land. I think it is an incredible thing here in the country where Belizeans have the right to land. And this is one of the neighborhoods here where the Belizeans were given land for their use. So we're going to see a handful of local homes here. There are about 4 or 5 dozen homes. In addition to that, what I really like about this Newtown area is the fact that there has been some sort of planning. And what I mean by that is land has been allocated for future infrastructure and public works. So for example, there's land that has been allocated for a future hospital and a future school. At this point, there's also a police station up here. And because there is no school at this point, but there are a handful of families living up here, they actually do have a public bus that'll take the kids that are living in this area down into town to attend schools. So this is an area that is certainly growing. You see a lot of more development happening here in terms of single family homes. Also a new subdivision named Platinum Point that has started. So we're gonna take a walk through this subdivision, through this area here for you to get an idea of what's going on up here at Newtown. Let's go take a look. If you want to be in the path of progress, this is a subdivision that I highly recommend. As you may have guessed, the name is Platinum Point. Platinum Point is a 10-acre property located just 1,000 feet from the Caribbean. Sapphire Beach is just right up the road from us over here. And this is a great property if you're somebody who isn't quite sure what you want to do with your land yet. Maybe you're thinking about buying and holding and selling it later on after it appreciates, or perhaps you want to build your future dream home here. You can certainly do that. And especially with the affordability of these lots, starting just under $55,000. This is a great property to just park some money and let it sit and appreciate. In the meantime, the developer has been working on a very special project. It is going to be the home lot packages here within the Platinum Point subdivision. The residences are going to be along the east side of the property here, and she has a variety of floor plans ranging from 1 to 4 bedroom homes. If you're interested in learning more about that, please do reach out to us. We are really excited to be debuting those really beautiful homes. info@lunarealtybelize.com, info@lunarealtybelize.com, and we'll be sure to put you on the sneak peek list. Let's go take a quick spin around. Now, of course, something else that you have to think about when you're looking at properties are the opportunities. So something that you have to consider within the Newtown area is that we are about between 8 to 10 miles north, depending where in Newtown you decide that you want to own property. And what that means is it is still going to be about a 40 to 45 minute drive from the heart of San Pedro downtown. Now, when you think about it as an opportunity, that means the road could eventually get paved. I do think that it is heading in that direction sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, we do know when that happens, the property values are going to go up. So that is something to think about. There are a couple of very nice condo communities here. So Sapphire Beach is located on the Caribbean side. Belize is right down the road as well. There are a couple of grocery stores right outside of the Platinum Point subdivision, and then little corner stores and tiendas as well. But there's a lot of opportunity here for growth. And I think we are going to be seeing that over time as we see more progress heading up north. When we're thinking about where to invest our money, it's always important to be looking at the pros and the opportunities in that area. So let's nail down a little bit more about the Newtown area, talk about the pros and the opportunities. So pros, number one, is infrastructure. The fact that electricity does come to this general area, and in many cases, a handful of the lots, not all of them, but many of the lots here at Platinum Point will have electricity to all of them, but that is a huge advantage. In addition to that, road access. Now, many properties here in this Newtown area do have road access at this point. Not all, but many of them do. And that was something that the government did in order to help propel the development going forward. And that leads me to my second point, which is the planning. So something that you'll tend to see here in Belize is that as the country has continued to grow, there hasn't really been a real plan or strategy in place in terms of zoning and infrastructure and public areas. Now, in Newtown, you will find that that has been considered. So for example, there's land already allocated for the hospital, land allocated for a future school. There is the police station over there. Now, when those developments happen, when the hospital happens, when the school happens, I'm not too sure. It'll probably happen as the masses continue to come up to this area, but we do know that there is that foresight of having the area already planned out. And then the third, and this is a really significant one, is that this is in the path of progress. What we have seen, or at least what I have seen over the last 12 years of being here on Ambergris Caye, is that the progress is happening and going in a northward direction. So when you're thinking about your investment, you want to be considering where the people are going. Where's the progress going? Especially if you are considering that appreciation perspective. One of my favorite things about Newtown is this secret little area that is right here on the lagoon. We've come here before on Sundays and there have been families barbecuing and picnicking, and it's not as crowded as some of the other beaches that you tend to have in San Pedro town proper. This is a great little secret. I'm gonna guess though, as Newtown continues to expand, as more families and people move here, that this area will continue to get more popular, but right now it's a great little secret. Regardless of where in Ambergris Caye you decide to own, do note that you are coming in at the real sweet spot of real estate investing here on Ambergris Caye. This country, it's not necessarily as unpopular as places like Nicaragua, but it's also not as popular as places like Costa Rica or parts of Mexico are. So what that means is you still have tons of room for appreciation, yet you do have room for cash flow as well, because we are a growing and emerging tourism destination with the snorkeling and diving and fishing, and the big reasons why people have been coming to Belize since the 70s, that is going to continue here. As we continue to see more direct flights coming into the country, we're going to be having more people here stepping foot onto Ambergris Caye, seeing what a really beautiful destination it is. As you can see, these two areas, Secret Beach and Newtown, are completely different. If I were in your shoes and I had the chance to do this, I would probably pick up a lot in each of the locations because they are going to be appreciating at different times and at different values. With that being said, if there was one that spoke more to you than the other, reach out to us. Of course, we would love to tell you more about the opportunities here happening within Secret Beach, Newtown, and of course, all other parts of Ambergris Caye. We look forward to hearing from you. Bye, everyone.